the years, as we've been building and improving our campus and our university in general, we have always tried to respect our beautiful environment. God gave us a wonderful piece of property here, and we have done the best we possibly can to make sure that when people come to campus, they have a feeling of beauty.
We have a park, and as part of the art management program, the students and the faculty said, why don't we have a sculpture garden? And at that point, it became, maybe we could get donations for sculptures. And so our first donation was about 1.5 years ago. And the same artist now, John ANGEE, has come to us with another donation.
This work started with a conversation with Alina Phillips. So she's very much into the arts and she's very enthusiastic about it. She asked me if I would do a piece for the school again, and we engaged into this conversation, and I said, you know what, let me make 4 models for you to look at them. And she thought I was going to do small models. So I called her after 8 months or 10 months, and I told her, listen, I have your models finished, you want to look at them? And I brought her to the workshop, and she almost fainted when she saw the pieces. She said, are these the models? I said, yes, I intend to do the real piece like 2 or 3 times bigger than these ones. So my models, as I call them, are between 12 and 20 feet pieces that weigh approximately 2 tons each.
Aside from them being so big, there was also a gracefulness about them, and that's a very hard thing to achieve. A lot of artists can do big and do impacting, but these were not only wonderful in size, they were also wonderful in how they played off of each other. He carefully designed passages to a better world so that they stand together in harmony. There's a marriage between the pieces.
John ANGEE's vision also came through the message of the sculptures, which is they look like passageways, some very contemporary type doorways.
Every time we make a decision, it's like going through a door. It's like I am going to cross to this new field. I'm going to school, I'm going to engage into business. You make that decision, you go and register, you do all you have to do, and then you land at school and you start your new career, you start being a new person. To me, that's like a passage. It's a passageway. It's a doorway that you cross. You don't see it, but it's there. So my pieces are about that.
You can actually walk through them, and so you can interact with them, you can feel them, you can sit there and ponder them because they're so large and they're so impressive that it makes you really wonder about life and look for positive change. And so we also viewed it as a passage, that people go through passages in life. And education is a great passage to go to. And again, that concept works so well with the university. We are a university. We do encourage the arts. We encourage all types of areas. And these sculptures definitely symbolize education for us.
Not only do we give students access to art, but we also teach communication arts. And as a matter of fact, we have a very specific program in arts management.
Now with our art management program, students are getting involved with the business of the art world. And that part of the art world has become very important in this economic time.
This idea of passages to a better world, how important that is to understand what our choice making does in our lives, that every time we make a choice, it creates a new passage and possibly to a better world. And so that it brings out that consciousness, that experience of becoming conscious of the choices that we make is a tremendous kind of surreal type of experience. It was very exciting for me. And again, I was so proud of my students to be able to recognize it and now to put it together at such a large scale is very impressive. And I congratulate the art management students in particular for putting this together.
Well, when I first heard about Passages to a Better World, I was really excited because It means to bring art to St. Thomas. It means the unity of not only communication students or management students, but of the St. Thomas community altogether. So I thought it was an amazing project that we can all relate to at one point or another.
Learning about art management and then putting it into play can truly create a fabulous project.
I'm definitely very excited about the sculptures coming to St. Thomas because we have such a great campus. There's so much space. And having those art pieces in our school, I think, would be such, would inspire a lot of students just to appreciate the St. Thomas environment more.
I'm really very excited and very happy about this, this contribution that our friend and the accomplished artist and architect, John ANGEE, is bringing here to the campus, and I'm very grateful to him. This is called Passages. There's no doubt about the fact that the students on this campus are involved in a passage, and that passage is significantly represented here. It's mighty. It's a mighty passage. They begin here, and by the time they end their career, and we give them their diploma at graduation, as we will do just in 2 days to all our students, they have passed through a significant period of life that has changed them, and art has been part of it. So thank you, John, for this, and we appreciate your generous donation.
Where is the door? Where is the threshold that tells you when did you cross that point of no return in your life when you made a decision that transformed your life? How will that door look? And then I started drawing those concepts and developing, and I said, nobody really knows. It's like an invisible door that you cross. How would this invisible door be? And how tall is it? And how big it is? How powerful it is? That's what Passages is about. So if you are invited to cross by and pass the threshold of the door.
Some students had never had the chance to go to a museum or see outdoor sculptures, and here we are presenting this little microcosm of a museum for them in a way. So the effect is just entirely positive. It's going to be entirely a wonderful experience, and I think everybody will feel that way.
They are just absolutely beautiful. I love the pieces. And that's the great thing about placing them on a campus like this, where we have 140 acres. We can space them out in the most beautiful spots, in the most appropriate places.
And we are looking to the future of St. Thomas University in developing more artwork and creating more landscape art and more sculptures. And we also encourage everybody in the community to send to us some samples, and we may encourage them to create something for the university as well.
So St. Thomas University, we need to move and get more art and make that campus a very valuable witness of their time, of the time it's living right now.
Well, I think that St. Thomas University, not only are they putting out professionals in the art management field, it's really nice that they're also bringing the arts in for their students that are not focused on arts management. And with Passage to the Better World, it really exposes all the students to art, which can really be a mind-opening experience. And especially with these kinds of sculptures, the students are going to be able to interact with them and grow from it.